Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. Live from Postcards from Lowell. Right now, low traffic. Unbearable. Apparently backed up in all capacity.
Are we on?
Keeping everything slow and rolling behind, but our hosts ought show up momentarily. Yes, apparently coming in like lumberjacks. Making their way in with full of dungaree jeans and making certain that they're going to be blue all over.
The Aiken
With that,
Street
and
Bridge.
here they go. Now, our hosts of
Postcards
From Lowell on WONY. Oh my! Thank you very much, Assistant Executive Announcer.
It was, what do they call it when someone comes
Paid
out
for
on
time.
stage first? You know, the
the
warm-up. The warm-up act.
The warm-up comedian.
Lewis was the warm-up
Featured by
act.
Lewis of the Classy Posse.
My, don't we look Canadian fancy?
Oh, wow. Let me tell you the deal on this.
What's that about?
I.
Well, before, let me just do the standard opening. This is a postcard from Lowell. Thank you.
Did you do the slate, Lewis?
No.
Well, I'm in the middle of this. You can
Slater. It was Slater.
Slater. Oh,
Slater.
Oh, God.
I got 3 of them today. Oh, no.
Courtesy of
Christmassy.
Ann Megan Jones, and thank you. And we also have the new cards. We're going to show them again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My pals
they're
in
awesome.
Vermont,
Vintage.
which a piece of Vermont touches Massachusetts in a very tender way.
And they're very serious, sensitive about it.
Postcards from Lowell. Thank you very much. Conrad and Deborah
Thanks,
Oh,
Conrad.
the-
Thanks.
in Vermont. Are they beautiful?
So many.
Well, that was so sweet.
I
So
think you
sweet.
can see them pretty good.
All right, put us on. Make it official.
Oh, yeah. Lights, camera, action, roll. I give up about all order or decor.
Okay, before I tell my postcard from Lowell, I want to talk about the denim.
Yeah, it's nice.
Here's the deal. We're in denim today because our buddy who gave us
The lady phone.
TLP, the lady
That's
phone.
Adam Messer's his name.
Hey, Adam.
I wanted to show everybody I'm in denim as well.
Yeah, Mackie, Mac Denim, MD.
I got mine.
Mac Denim, MD.
Lewis is as well.
Yeah,
Lewis, get that denim. Yeah, that was my denim. And this is saluting our pal Adam Messer, who posts this on YouTube for
yes,
us.
he's very, very, very kind to do so.
On postcardsfromlowell.com on YouTube.
Yeah.
And because recently he put a picture up of himself on Facebook
He
in
sure
his
did.
new denim jacket.
Right.
And he was so happy and proud of that
He looks swanky.
and he swanked the page. He really did. It was page swanking at its best. So we were trying to pay tribute. This is not new, and that
Here we go.
this obviously isn't new, but it's
Page swinking is good for your health.
it's PDS,
Yes.
partial denim swanking.
You're going to give me partial denim swinking disorder.
On
PTSD.
WOMY.
Oh my. What's happening? It's a pre-turkey day.
Okay, I got a great postcard from Lowell today.
Good.
My buddy Lewis took the videos I took up in Lowell, and I will show them someday.
At some point, we'll get them uploaded.
And he's really been in the process to get them to that point. But it dawned on me yesterday.
You were yesterday years old when?
I took videos of the 3 houses I lived in, right?
Yeah.
El
Yes.
Rongo Grande. I lived in 4 houses in Lowell.
Oh.
What?
Yes, and it just dawned on me, we never went to that house because I know the street, but I don't know which house it was.
Oh.
And I didn't, I totally forgot about it because we went from when I was born, too little to remember that, to that house, too little to remember that, to the 3rd house, which I remember being 2 and all those stories I told.
Right.
So I just want to apologize to West Manchester Street in Lowell for snubbing them.
Well,
And the next time we're up there, I'll get the address and we will find out.
yeah.
I can hardly wait.
And you can find out where. Can you go to Betty Davis's house and Ed McMahon's house and
Yeah.
Jack Kerouac,
Jack Kerouac's
Olivia Dukakis.
Olympia Dukakis.
Yes. Well, she's probably not going to let you in her neighborhood.
No. Why? They weren't
she's
wealthy
fancy,
then.
no?
Not in that denim jacket.
Paul Songus. Paul
Yeah,
Songus'
Paul
house.
Songus.
Senator Paul Songus,
Yeah.
presidential candidate in 1992
Ironically, he never sang
for his supper.
song. Never sang
Paul
songs.
Paul sung Gus.
Oh,
He sang Gus. I never heard of the song, but
sounds good.
if you remember us, you'll love Gus.
Okay, sorry.
So anyway, so my postcard from Lowell was that. I actually forgot, at my tender age, one of my dwellings.
It's reasonable.
I gave you folks 3 and talked about them for a long time.
But
And
yeah, 4.
West Manchester Street.
Nothing important
But I'll
must have
tell-
happened.
Yes, something did. You guys would not be having breakfast here today if my father, back when I was an infant, and my sister was probably about 1.5 years, 2 years old, and my mother was sound asleep. He worked nights in Boston, took the train in. And one night, he just says, you know what? It's kind of slow here. Do you mind if I go home early? Yeah, no, go. He goes home early. He comes walking up the stairs, and it was probably about, if I remember him right, about 6 o'clock in the morning, so nobody was up. And he smells fumes.
Uh-oh.
And he opens the apartment door. They had one of those little kerosene stove that heated the house too. That's how, it was a cold water flat, and that's exactly what they meant. But the little heater on the side, there was something wrong, and the pilot was out or something, and it was filling the place. Would have died if he hadn't taken that 2 hours early to come home.
Wow.
We wouldn't have been alive by the time he got there. So your breakfast would have been a lot different.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, and that's probably the most significant thing that happened then. Well, your dad saved your life.
Yes, he did.
And you forgot the place where it happened.
Well, I forgot that he saved it. I was too little. I mean, I would have stayed sleeping. I was,
Yeah.
probably 1 year old or less. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So that's my
And
postcard
it just
from
comes
Lowell.
to his mind. All of a sudden, he stops dead in his tracks and says, there were 4 houses.
There
And
were
I'm thinking,
4
what the
houses.
hell are you talking about?
I told Mary Ann there were 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known her longer than you guys. I told her there were 3 houses I lived in alone.
Every time I go up the stairs in my house, I'm like, oh, there's my bedroom. That's how bad I am.
Oh, that's too bad.
Who would you be?
Well, I have a picture of myself outside my door.
Anyway,
It's recognition.
Adam Messer, thank you for the denim.
Who wore it better?
I think, actually, Mac. Go ahead.
Actually-
now argue
Well,
with
she's
me.
not on camera right now, but
Yeah, no, that's
She
okay.
said
That's all right.
wore it
We
best.
just want to say a swanky thanky.
yeah.
I got 3 of them with me today.
Okay, and Joni. Hello, the Joan phone. The Joan phone. Yeah. And Joni's also responsible for the Lowell sign in front of the sign.
Yes.
And
Where did we get the Moxie book?
oh yeah, oh yeah. I like
The
it.
Moxie bone. Yeah.
Look at this.
For Susie's
Today-
postcard. What you need?
Warm coffee.
Warm coffee.
Thank you, Carol Cooper, my sweet daughter, for the Justin glass. Love my coffee in it. And
Thanks, Bill and Marianne Cooper, for my Lowell, the continuing revolution.
yeah, isn't that cool?
I had to turn the mug so you could read it. Revolution.
You can tell Chad's had tons of radio
Yeah,
practice in his life.
I was deprived of a lot of oxygen as a child.
It's coming to surface.
You're
Yeah.
making up for it.
Every once in a while, you notice.
And listen, I mean, I think with these 4 great heads, we could put them together and get a
Yes.
sponsor for burgeoning. Hey, we're like 4 streets away now. You know why?
How did you do that?
You know why? I'll tell you why.
We opened the window.
No, I left my motorcycle leaning against the tower, and that was draining the energy. So that wasn't too smart. So the tower we have for WOMY, oh my, was being blocked by my English bike. Hello, I say it was
Yes.
blocking
Well,
my
our
American tower.
Our tower is very American and
British always looking to obstruct things.
yeah.
Thank you.
Censorship at its worst.
And this show is so well planned,
Dan
so
the King.
scripted, so well. I mean, there's never
I
a
rehearsed.
dry moment. You rehearsed. Oh, really?
No.
No. You brought it up. Tell us what you rehearsed.
Oh, I rehearsed.
Hold on.
I was gonna make a pitch to Lewis. Who was the guy on Star Trek? The
Scotty.
Asian one.
Same one. He played both parts.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Why don't you get a lot of
one
help
of
from
his
us?
catchphrases a few years ago was, "Oh my." So I was gonna get people to rally up on Twitter, and it helps if you can remember the actor's name. And then he could represent us on. He could make us go viral by just coming on and saying WOMY. Oh my. He's very politically active, and I should know.
I know a lot of people watch that show.
Yeah.
Not one.
What happened?
No, it just didn't interest me.
It was in between your times, right?
It pretty much was. I mean, I was an adult when that started on TV.
Right.
And when I was a kid, we watched the old serials, which was Flash Gordon,
Checks.
Buck Rogers. And these were shown to my father when he was a kid in the movie studio.
Right.
They were like
And
little
on
15
radio.
minute. And they before you saw your cowboy film,
Yeah.
they would have these cliffhangers, and they were cliffhangers.
Yes.
The end of each one, there's no way to save them. They're going over a cliff, they're gone. And then next Saturday it starts there, and then all of a sudden, like a tree pops out, and they jump out and grab it. That's the way it was. That's what I grew up on.
Well, I mean, we had the Dukes of Hazzard.
But at least by that time it looks
And
realistic.
we still had Lone Ranger.
All right, here's
George Takei.
Takai. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Look up Lynn Anderson. Lynn Anderson. Give us a few bars of that.
So yeah, if you know George Takai, tell him we need a spokes voice for WOMY. He can do the liners, as they call it, the liners.
with all
You're
the,
listening to WOMY. Oh my.
with all the voices we do,
I could just
why
pretend.
are we gonna pay him to come out here? We'd have to put him up.
Oh no, George
First
Takei.
class transportation. His agent's gonna get involved.
Oh no.
Just to say, oh my, here.
Ah,
Marianne, you're the treasurer.
There's
What
no
do you say
budget.
about that?
yeah.
No.
No.
We're
Fat
I
chance?
like fat chance.
George Takai. You will not be reimbursed or compensated in any way whatsoever.
No, in fact, you may have to pay us for the privilege.
You can deduct it from your tax returns.
Right.
We're kind of a charity.
You can deduct us. You won't be the first one to try.
He's got enough money. He could take us out.
Oh, money shmoney.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry. Can't help it.
So, Marianne, you had a question for Chad.
I did?
I almost spit out my coffee. You had a question for me? I'm sure it has something to do with my love life, because that seems to be all anybody's interested around here.
Now, Bill's looking at me like I know what he's talking about.
Okay, here we go.
I beg your pardon. I
How do
never
you
promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine.
He's asking a lot.
There's gotta be a little rain sometime.
That's just nature.
When you take, you gotta give. So live and let live or let go. I beg your pardon.
I'm sure that was covered.
I never promised you a rose
You may get
garden.
copyright strike.
Tough.
She's a cutie, too.
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
That's,
you very much.
There we go. Thank you, Lynn.
A lot of people covered that song, I guess.
I'm
I
sure,
heard
I'm
Loretta
sure they
Lynn
did.
sing it.
Yes, but no one nailed it like her. That was hers. She owns it. And the one song I've heard that all three versions I love. Mr. Tambourine Man, Bob Dylan song.
Yes.
And he did it in his
Hey,
Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I ain't sleepy and there ain't no place I'm
That's
going
perfect.
to.
Marianne's nailed it.
Hey, both of you got it. That's the
Oh,
voice.
you know
And-
who we could get?
What?
The guy. There's an African American guy who does this. That's his thing.
That's all he does?
That's all he does. He watches videos and they're ridiculous, and so like there's one, yeah, and he just goes.
What's that about
I
or
got a
something?
feeling we
Yeah.
have to pay him more than George Tieki did.
Yeah, right now he's more expensive.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
who's the second one that
The
did this
second one
song?
were the Birds. The Birds covered that, and that was a
I'm trying to think of their version.
psychedelic era, 60s. And they did it totally different, and it was beautiful. It was, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I ain't sleepy and there ain't. Then,
I don't know
recently, I heard a reggae version, and what the guy's name? Oh, it'll come to me. Isaac. His last name is Isaac.
Chris Isaac?
No, Isaac's. Anyway, blow you out of the water. Great. He had a higher voice.
Right.
A higher voice, right? And he sang that song, but he nailed it. He freaking nailed it. So there's one song that I've heard 2 covers. All 3 of them are just top shelf,
Yes.
and they're all 3 different sounding.
Huh.
Gregory Isaac.
With the video.
Oh yeah, see, it blocks us when we start to
The singing.
get to the singing.
And George Takei had us pulled. He could get us pulled off.
So anyway, about getting us a sponsor,
Yeah.
I hate to keep reminding.
Still no return phone call.
Nope, Moxie,
Moxie.
we love you. We love you so much. You had Teddy Ballgame do an ad for you.
Right. You're just as good. Better.
Yeah, well, yeah. I have a few things that Teddy accomplished that I didn't. But anyway, if you're watching, Moxie, would love you to be our sponsors, because we keep talking about you
Yes.
for nothing, no remuneration.
No remuneration. No
Remuneration.
remunerations.
All right, so tell us about the question that Mary Ann can't bring herself to ask.
Oh.
How was your
Oh, that question.
most recent date?
Which one?
The one you can talk about.
Was it the coffee shop?
I drank a lot. I honestly don't remember it. I mean, it was that forgettable.
Well, make something up. This is
Oh,
live.
yeah,
We've got
well,
live. No dead air, pal.
I needed a little bit of liquid strength before I went.
Okay,
So I just stopped.
Maalox?
That goes after
After.
after the first pint. So I stopped at the little gas station in the corner of my house. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll take a pint of tequila, which I never drink.
What do you do, shave with it?
No, it's a good disinfectant.
Brush your teeth?
But anyway, so I drank a little bit of that, and then I went to the coffee shop to meet this woman.
So you drink a little, and if you don't drink, sometimes that could be a lot for someone that doesn't drink.
It was a lot.
All right, so how'd she
I-
like your first date?
I don't know if she could understand a word that came out of my mouth.
Yeah, but we have that problem. We pretty much have that
Because I
problem.
had to be with Hamilton.
Oh.
So
Well, that's what different.
I think she left about 5 minutes in.
Oh, that's one of the longest dates you've had in a while. So tell us about
I
it.
appreciated it. The conversation went something like this: "Hi, ma'am. How are you doing? I just want to meet you here. Is this the time that I'm supposed to meet here?
And are you the one?
And you know what I'm supposed to meet?"
Supposed to.
And what I heard was, "Yes. Should we
Bye.
get out of here?"
Oh, okay, yeah.
But what she said was, "Yes, I'm getting out of here."
Did she kind of go in a hurry?
Yes.
And you couldn't, in your condition.
Oh no, I chased after her.
Oh, you did. Good.
But
for
there's
you.
2 glass doors that you go out of, and I hit the other one.
The one they locked.
The one they locked.
Did you know? In Massachusetts, where Lowell was born,
Yes.
did you know that it's a law? If you have double doors in a store,
Yeah.
you have to have them both unlocked.
Oh wow.
And most people at most stores ignore that.
Yeah.
You know why you have to have them both unlocked?
Because of people running into them, I'm sure.
Well, no, if they're locked, they'll run into them. But
That's
if
got to
they're
be a fire rule.
not even a fire rule. It's because people come, they're in a hurry, they go and they push it, the door to open it, and they push the glass and they put their hand through it.
Oh wow.
And serious problems. So they said, we can do away with it, make a law, you have to have them both unlocked when that's open for business.
Right.
And
Well,
you won't find 2 stores that do that.
I was low mass, low velocity. Because I'm not a very big person, so it was just like, dink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's actually why they did it.
That's
People
smart.
get something in a hurry, oh, there goes the bus, and they push it with their hand, and
There's
it doesn't
entire compilation videos on the internet of people running into glass walls and doors.
Well, they're making the glass stronger now, but that's no excuse. They should leave it unlocked. That ain't right.
I'm gonna.
And then you both, someone's trying to get in, when someone's trying to get out, and it just doesn't make sense. I know why they do it, though.
Ladies and gentlemen of the WOMY listening audience, Bill's pet peeves: glass doors.
Well, the one that's paying their hell, How much does it take? It takes about a minute to lock and unlock it. So that's 2 minutes wasted a day.
How long have you,
Making
how much
drinks
thought,
alone.
how much thought have you given to this?
Oh, all the time. Because when I push a door and it doesn't open, I am not happy. But I don't push it hard because I know more than likely it's locked.
Well,
I can see you going up to the counter and be like, excuse me, man.
I am retired.
I looked foolish just then.
I have had almost 3 decades of thinking up silly stuff.
I know.
Yes. Just
yes,
right
he
now.
has. And guess who the first one is he tries all this silliness out on?
Marianne. Which is why she is due for canonization. I'm talking to you, Pope Francis. Talking to you, the first living saint.
I'm thinking that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
But I can get in quicker than her. Into sainthood in the Catholic Church.
Yes.
And she said you need 2 miracles.
I know that's
said,
on your bucket list.
But I said I already have them. I have 2 miracles already. I've got them. She said, what are they? I said, well, if they saint me and I'm not a Catholic, that'd be a miracle.
That is a miracle.
And I'm alive and not dead, that'd be the second miracle. I've already got them. So saint me. I am ready. Saint Buddy the First.
Saint Buddy the First. You know what?
And last.
Yeah. You'll be the companion to the elf on the shelf.
Saint Buddy the only.
Saint
Yeah.
Buddy the
Thank
only.
Buddy the only.
We wonder why he's lonely.
And Louis just sits here and contributes. That's it.
Saint Buddy, don't ask me.
Don't ask me. Why did I don't know. Oh my.
Well, can you imagine the ratings on this show
George
if I get sainted?
George Sakai.
What do they call that, Marianne, when you saint someone?
Canonized.
You canonize him.
All right, but what's the pre-process? They
You load him into the cannon.
are you sure? Put the helmet on. I never saw a saint with a helmet. You'll
It's
be
a
glad you
human
wore it.
cannonball.
It's the canonization process.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That shouldn't take long.
Oh, it
But
takes
you know,
a while.
I'm gonna have your friends testify for me, so that shouldn't take long
You
at
have
all.
to have 3 miracles that are like.
Oh, it's 3 now.
I think it's always been 3.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think you cut it down to 2.
All right. Well, I get the 3rd one already.
Yeah.
You ever see a tall saint?
No.
So there's the 3rd one. So
They're
they
usually
make
like
me.
this big.
That's what I'm saying.
Little
Yes, you-
statues.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting the way they do the process.
They'll have a
though.
life-size me on the
You have to have
windshield.
3 proven miracles.
Yeah.
Like,
I just did. I proved 2 of them. The 3rd one is you'd show me a tall saint.
But it's after you've passed.
That's why it would. That's a miracle. They're gonna do it before
Look,
I
I'm
die.
praying for you, Bill. I want you to be
You
Saint
gotta
Buddy
keep
the
praying.
I want you
Keep
to be
praying.
Saint Buddy the First.
And I'd still
And
talk
only.
to you. Bless
And
you,
only.
my child. You
Yeah.
have sinned. It's
Yeah.
obvious, but
Yeah.
I forgive you.
Yeah.
See how easy that was?
For only one?
Oh,
All right, Louis. Would you like to add anything to this before we have to sign off?
Ooh, I have LOWell News and Information. The mayor
Bulletin. Go ahead.
The mayor confirms
Get that?
this is a show. I called up the mayor of Lowell. I'm like, have you seen the show? Would you consider it a show? And he said, yes. Quit calling.
I did the same thing.
Done.
You know, that's why they say quit calling. I asked for the mayor of Lowell, M-A-R-E.
well, we have Jeannie Brazil watching,
Jeannie
Did she say
Brazil,
from where?
we love you.
and Bobby Boville. In
Bobby.
fact,
And
Bobby
who
says
says-
we are currently actually in Lowell today. The river was a little lower and cleaner.
Wow.
Well, I didn't bathe in it in years.
Yeah.
Hey,
Finally.
Bobby, while you're there at the National Center, if you want to pick me up a couple of postcards, I'll reimburse you.
Yeah. Well, you can just be a nice
And say
guy.
hi to Suzanne.
And say
Hi,
hi to
Suzanne.
Suzanne. And hey, there's a swell place to have a drink right near that National Center, like right in front on Merrimack Street. There's a swell tavern.
There's a guy named Jim. He just asked for a drink.
Yeah, just ask for him. Anyway, any other hellos there, Mac? Before we
That's
go?
it. That's it.
I think Carol's on the road today, so
Carol's on the road today.
She
She's
can't-
heading down to see her
can't be
kids.
diddling with her
Yeah,
phone while she's
yeah.
driving.
No.
Yeah. And Joni, I hope Joni is
She said she was feeling better.
Feeling better, so I hope
have
she's
to
okay.
believe her, so good
Yeah.
for her.
Good
Yeah.
for good
Let's
for
keep
you,
getting
Joey.
better, Joni. Keep getting better.
and a hello to Deborah and Conrad.
Hey, Deborah. Hey,
Deborah
Conrad.
and Conrad. Hi. We love our postcards.
Yes, we do.
From Lowell. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Anyone want to add anything before we
I do. I
Yes.
want to wish everyone
That's what
a
I was about
happy
to say.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Congratulations, Marianne. I was gonna start the show with that, but I got talking.
Yeah.
Better late than
Thanksgiving.
never.
It may have started awkwardly, but we've come far.
And it started about 100 miles from Lowell.
That
And
is,
look how it spread.
yeah, very popular.
Yeah,
People love pies and eating.
yeah. Turkeys, they're not so happy about it.
Did you see? I just gotta bring this up.
All right.
The St. Louis Federal Reserve
Yes.
sent out a tweet suggesting people get soy turkeys instead of regular turkeys.
Why?
That's what everybody was asking on the Twitter. Why are you
I
sending
mean, was that a
out-
scam thing, or did someone scam them?
Man, I don't know.
Like
maybe.
organic turkeys or just,
Just
meatless
soy
turkeys.
From the St.
Oh,
Louis Federal. I think they got hacked. They must have got
terrible.
Oh, that
hacked.
is
Yeah,
a
that's
hack
terrible.
job if I ever heard it.
But I just thought it was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, it ain't happening here.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Fed, no advice on food.
I'm practically a vegetarian, like I'm practically a saint.
Yes.
Because I only eat vegetarians, like cows and chickens and pigs.
That eat vegetarian, yeah.
You're a
And
vegetarian
lamb and goats.
by proxy.
Yeah, BP from BC. Hey, we love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your help,
Thanks,
Marianne.
everybody.
Lewis, thanks for dropping in.
You forgot to do
Thanks.
a turkey impression.
If you would job turkey and Lowell, you lay low tomorrow.
Oh my.
Oh
My.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.